question's from Greg. And he says, the question is age old, but I still haven't heard a great answer, so I pose it to you. How would you rate the impact of heart and emotions versus painstaking architecting in composing a song? Is another great question. It's one of those things. I think this is one of those things where a lot of times it's afraid, or it's songwriters become afraid to learn too much about songwriting because they're afraid they're going to lose that emotional aspect to their music. And I think the real answer here is that it's both. I think songs start as pure emotion and heart. And then you kind of dump out all your ideas. But then that, painstaking architecting, as Greg refers to it, comes in once those ideas are out. Now it's crafting it into a song that makes sense. So it really comes down to editing and rewriting is what it is. Just because the idea came out of your head a certain way doesn't mean that's the way it's going to be in the final product. I talked about this in the last question as well. When you're looking for a key for your song, just because you found the chord progression on your guitar, doesn't mean that's going to be what the final chord progression is. Because once you have that melody, you may want to raise it up so it fits or lower it so it fits your vocal better. So I do think you want to don't deprive yourself of any ideas initially. Let anything come out, whether you're writing alone or with somebody else. Allow yourself to come up with all the ideas that you possibly can, and then you come into the crafting of the song and figuring out which of those ideas work, which need to be tweaked, and how's this going to be an actual song. And I've actually found that it can be really helpful to have reference songs as you're working, whether it's when you're writing or when you're recording, but they can help you make decisions about what the song structure should be, or certain melodic direction. Obviously, you're not, just copying things as they are from other songs, but you're using them as points of influence to influence your decisions. And I think that comes into place here. So I think it starts as heart and emotion, and then it becomes architecting. I think pretty much all great songs are going to happen that way. Because I think if you had a song that's pure heart and emotion just came out of you a certain way, it might end up being great, but it could probably be better if you put in the time to rework it and edit it. I mean, I think about this with poetry and poets. So much of great poetry is in rewriting, and this happens in lyrics too, in songs. I think if you asked any poet, like if a great work that they wrote just came out of them that way, they would laugh. It's so much more likely that it started out as a certain idea and then it got tweaked and tweaked and tweaked, and it became the final product. So the same thing happens here in songwriting. So I think you just have to start with the emotions and then put in all the craft of songwriting. And that's where learning about songwriting comes into play. Okay, so hopefully that information helps you out. If you're looking for a lot more ways to improve your songwriting, I've got a couple of cheat sheets for you that you can download by tapping on the screen here. And if you have not yet subscribed to this YouTube channel to stay updated on our latest songwriting videos, you can tap our logo on the screen for that. And I'll also have links for that stuff below this video. So thank you for checking this out, and I'll talk to you in the next one. Take care.